Hey guys, thank you for stopping by the Poop Dollar Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Alegria. In this week's episode, we have a hilarious stand-up comedian, an old buddy of mine, Scott Kidd. Originally from Louisiana, he talks about his journey over from there to Los Angeles and doing open mics at the world-famous Comedy Store, along with the Ding Dong Show, one of the longest-running shows there. And we talk about working for Uber and traveling the country doing stand-up comedy and a whole lot more. I think you're going to enjoy the episode. We're having some beers in the studio, having a good time catching up. That's it for now. Catch us on Spotify, iTunes, and now Audible. You could see the video on YouTube, so check it out there and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's it for now. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Scott Kidd, what up?
Hey, Eric, how you doing?
Good, buddy. Cheers. It's good to see you.
Cheers, indeed.
Oh,
man, it's good to see you, Eric.
It's good to see you, brother.
It's been a minute. I'm glad you didn't ask me to wear a mask. I mean, I know it's Hollywood and everybody's been wearing masks for a while.
I'm so over it. We've been going to different places like Vegas and Miami. I thought Miami was going to be different. It was the same bullshit, dude.
Really?
They wouldn't let us in some places without the mask. I thought you guys were supposed to be wide open.
Yeah, I went to Louisiana, and it was wide open. Not too long ago, they opened everything up back to 2:30, but like going to the bars or the clubs, I'd have a mask with me. I'd be like, hey, do I need a... wear a mask in this place? And they'd just be like, come on in, man. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It really just depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Because I hear even in Texas, it's split up half and half.
Oh,
like
really?
California's pretty split too. Yeah, they're doing a bunch of stuff with Orange County, and then now Orange County is like being a little extra too. It's hard to judge. But
Yeah.
it's hard to also not talk about COVID.
Yeah.
It seems like everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, I'm not, I don't know, once comedy comes back and is that what people's bits are going to be all about? We're going to be hearing it for the next 2 years. That's why
just gloves and masks and colonoscopies or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Did you get it? Did you get COVID?
No, I didn't get it. You?
Twice.
Oh, wow. Twice.
Never diagnosed, so technically, I guess not at all.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. You just,
I'm pretty sure I got it twice.
Pretty sure. Yeah. Why? What happened?
Well, last year, around the beginning of the year, I had what was like the worst pneumonia of my life. I grew up with asthma. I got over it because I just decided to stop being a punk.
Yeah.
And
start smoking.
Right. Actually, yeah.
Not only weed, but cigarettes.
Right.
You
yeah.
doubled down on it.
At 14, I was a smoking machine. But yeah, I had asthma, and I was very concerned with my lungs as a kid. And then growing older, I made sure to exercise and stuff too. But yeah, like I still get allergic reactions. I still get sick. I still, I thought I just had like a cold or something. But people have been talking about other people getting sick, so I was just whatever. But yeah, some kind of crazy pneumonia thing. And then it only lasted like 4 days. And then this year, I finally lost my sense of smell and taste, and I was like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That lasted like 6 days.
Yeah.
But still, nobody's shoved anything up my nose.
Yeah.
Like nothing I asked him to.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Only the good stuff.
So you get vaccinated? Do you do that yet?
Yeah, I did one shot, which I kind of felt tired after I got the shot, and I didn't feel this. I felt a little weird. That lasted 2 days.
That's what people are saying. You feel a little tired, a little woozy. I mean, it sounds like most, because it's your immune system taking like a jolt, if you will.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my arm hurt for 2 days. It's weird because I didn't feel the shot going in, but then, like 2 hours later, I'm like, what the fuck? It felt like someone just jacked me in the arm. So it was hurting for 2 days. Don't mean to cry about it, but yeah, that's how it happened, man.
I've been seeing you doing all these videos, all the like the drone footage and just like flying all over the beaches in LA and stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's got to be really cool, like during the shutdown when there's nothing around to just get a bunch of B-roll.
Yeah. which I did, dude. As soon as things started shutting down, dude, I went to all the places where there was always people, like Hollywood Boulevard, the Walk of Fame, Griffith Park, the observatory. There's always people there. You know what I mean? So you get a drone shot with like 1,000 tourists, with their cameras out and shit. And
did you do LACMA?
No, I didn't do LACMA because I don't know. I just feel like it's been done.
Yeah.
There's enough B-roll from here to eternity. Yeah. LACMA, but I got a lot of cool stuff downtown, Hollywood, So yeah, it was a lot of fun. But then it just wore off because I was like the only person out there, just me and some homeless fucking dude.
Yeah, I felt the same. I was working for Uber because I had to make money.
Yeah.
And my quota was only like $100 a day because of how slow it was.
Yeah.
And then all the the technical support was shut down, so you couldn't call anybody. Like you couldn't get any help if like a delivery wasn't right or whatever.
Yeah.
I finally got myself to like Uber Diamond just so I would have technical support. Like they offer it to you if you become like one of their super soldiers, so to speak. But I was driving all over the place, Riverside to San Diego to Ontario, blah, blah, blah. But eventually going to like the beaches in between when they finally started opening those again, it was interesting to see how many sharks were in the water.
Yeah.
Like I was like one of the only humans in the water. I was just thinking to myself, wow, there might be all kinds of other stuff. And then I just looked to the right and there's a leopard shark. And I'm like, I didn't even know what it was. I knew it was a shark, but I've never seen leopard sharks, knew what leopard sharks. Apparently there's even like a Carl Strauss beer that represents the leopard shark stout that apparently the West Coast is full of them. They're like these little dog-sized sharks.
Oh, okay.
They don't really mess with you.
Oh, all right.
But they're like, hey, it's not a bunch of ass clowns
Where was
everywhere.
this, in Santa Monica?
Yeah, I think it was like Venice Beach, Santa Monica area. Yeah, absolutely. I think it was Venice Beach. Yeah.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah. The beaches were crazy too. At one point, you weren't allowed to get in the water.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to be in a tent on the beach or even have an umbrella on the beach.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to sit or lay on the sand.
Jesus.
Like that had something to do with coughing. But the other thing was, it was like GTA at one point. You had like 5 stars. We were on red alert.
Yeah.
And they have like military helicopters circling the beach.
Really?
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
Eventually it cooled down. You start seeing regular helicopters or police helicopters, which is just normal in LA. But,
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's crazy how it escalated.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess they brought in this giant battle cruiser full of syringes and nurses, and they're just like, we got to take care of business. And
Yeah.
And like, we're going to move all these tanks too, y'all don't freak out. I know you're inside. You're not doing anything right now. We're just going to move all these tanks.
Yeah. There's nothing to see here. Dude, yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, it was wild. And, there was supposed to be like this, ship that was going to hold all these people with COVID. Remember that? One went to New York and another one on the West Coast. And I don't even think they even used any of those.
I mean, I'm sure they did at first because they were like, okay, we got to get these people, I think it wasn't even for COVID. I think it was for people who had something other than COVID and didn't have a hospital to go to.
Oh, okay.
Like some kind of mercy vessel or something.
Oh, okay.
But even so, like the degrees of things that happened, like Echo Park, they said there was X amount of excrement and like waste that they had to remove from the park because eventually they barricaded the whole thing and kicked everybody out.
Oh, okay.
And if you were just living there, like this was your last resort, then you were going to be given some options.
Okay.
But otherwise, get the heck out. And they barricaded everything. They had a bunch of like, I want to say it was like LAPD reserves, like riot cops, but they look scared. Like their eyes looks like the cops looked like, I think you just need to get out of here. It was pretty frightening. But interesting stuff during a time where we don't know what to do or how to make money or where you're going to take a crap at 4:00 in the morning if you're an Uber driver. Luckily,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, I was talking to somebody about this the other day too. It was a really pain in the ass to drive around because if you had to go, where are you going to go? All the gas stations had their bathrooms closed. The restaurants were either not open for walk-in or they had the bathrooms closed.
Yeah, or just not open. Like, I had to get really creative, find some, like, taco stand that was always 24 hours and just happened to be, like, in God knows where.
Yeah.
And they'd have a restroom because, I don't know, Jesus was on my side.
That's right.
I'm not sure.
The Virgen de Guadalupe. That's right.
Yeah, you
all
just
the candles there.
Yeah. It really was a mission. But yeah, no, you just get more comfortable with the feel of a grocery bag around your butt cheeks. And I think
Oh, Jesus.
I'm trying to stay as G-rated as I can. I'm sorry.
Dude, one time I crapped my pants in this was before COVID. In my car, I was on the way back to my house, and I don't know, I think I ate something and needed to come out right away. So I couldn't find a place, and it was the middle of rush hour. So I was driving around for 30 minutes with a big dump in my fucking shorts.
I'm sorry.
And I wasn't even wearing pants, so if it were to come down, it would come right down to my knees.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Luckily, it stayed right there.
Yeah, I just wanted to apologize because I was running a little bit late, but it was because I actually finished the whole bag of kale chips last night, and so that was why I was late earlier. But just so you know, they were vampire killer was the flavor, and I also mixed that with a bag of mango sriracha turkey jerky. So there's a lot of sodium.
Oh, okay.
And fiber. So I apologize.
Kale chips.
I apologize for being late.
No, it's all good, dude. Where you come from?
Right now I live in the hood.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't just smoke blunts with Suge Knight. I also I guess make hip hop.
So you're close by, like Inglewood, Compton, or Watts?
Nah.
Which hood? I see you wearing red, so you're part of the Bloods.
I'm from Louisiana. It's kind of like obligatory. No. I live in South LA right now. I'm trying to go somewhere maybe like Los Feliz. Somewhere a little more quiet, less fireworks.
Okay.
Like literal fireworks, like bottle rockets.
Yeah. Like the normal stuff.
like mortar rounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Not military grade explosives, which you get in the hood, right? Or like the car they have on blocks. Let's blow it up, fucker.
Yeah, that actually happened in one of the parks, like Rancho Cienega, the one that has Jackie Robinson like center in it or whatever.
Okay.
Somebody brought their car and just set it on fire. They were like, "To hell with this! I'm getting a stimulus. Fuck it."
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, can I say the F word?
Yeah. Drop the bombs, dude. It's poop dollar.
Can I say the F word?
Yeah, buddy.
Hold on. What was that? Do that again. You're pooping a dollar.
So in the hood, man. So how's it going over there, man? Are they just afraid of the creepy white guy with the long hair? Or?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not really allowed to jog in the neighborhood. They made like a city ordinance. They said, go to Planet Fitness, and then I went to Planet Fitness, and they said you can't jog here unless you have a mask over your mouth. And I'm like, but I'm getting sweaty, It's like gross. And they're like, company policy. And I'm like, is your company policy for me to be gross? And they're like, well, sort of. And, it's just what I
didn't know
deal
you're a
with.
runner.
I mean, yeah, I used to play soccer. I ran track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can run like, I don't know, 7-8 miles an hour for 3 miles.
Oh, Jesus.
Without like dying.
Oh, wow.
I quit smoking cigarettes. That's probably.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Do you still?
Congratulations.
You quit though. You quit a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I quit in like 2015.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to be able to sing.
Oh, okay.
And run more than like half a block without dying.
Yeah. No, it makes sense because I was just thinking, dude, how you running like that? Because I remember how much you used to smoke and shit.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to pride myself on how much I didn't care about myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And now obviously you do. I mean, just look at this look here, And I was thinking like, are you just running because You got that Forrest Gump look, like you run and you just don't stop.
Everybody says it. It's so ironic. My whole childhood, I had a high and tight, and everybody was like, "Run, Forrest, run!" Now I'm a grown ass adult, and they're like, "Hey, Forrest!" It's like it never stops. I'm driving a car.
Really?
I'm not even running.
Yeah,
I'm driving for Uber.
Hilarious.
They're like, "You're Forrest Gump."
Yeah, that's funny, man. I met you when you had your high and tight.
No, you didn't.
Didn't I?
I had short hair, but it wasn't a Forrest Gump haircut.
Oh, okay.
It was more like your hair, honestly, like the.
Okay. But you had it shaved on the sides.
No, I think that was just my scalp. I think that's just a terrible haircuts over the years. They're just carved inches out of my flesh, and now it doesn't grow hair there. So,
okay.
Yeah, so that's another reason why I grow it long. all the battle scars and head wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you. When I was in 3rd grade, I fell off of like this metal jungle gym swing set thing and busted the back of my head. My friends were like, "You cracked your head open," and I was like, "Yeah, right." And then like reached behind my head and just it's just bloody everywhere, blood and like dirt dripping on my hand. And,
You got right back up? You didn't even pass out or?
nah, just a little woozy.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I'm a pretty tough kid. I'm sensitive,
Yeah.
but on the inside, not on the outside.
No. So did you have to get stitches?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And then 3 years later, hanging out at my next door neighbor's house with my brother, older brother. He's like horse playing and stuff.
Yeah.
My neighbor's like grabbing this PVC pipe, gets on top of his tool shed, and is like aiming for my brother and just chucks it like a spear, except I walk out of the tool shed right at the right time to where he hits me on the top of the scalp. And I just hit the ground. It felt like a pot of plants, like just cracking on my head. And of course, by that time, I'm always checking my head every time I get hurt. And I was just like, I wasn't even like scared as much as I was just annoyed. I was like, shit, not again. 6th grade, damn it. We go over to my mom's house next door, and like my glasses are filling up with blood and stuff on one side, and she's like, "What did you do?" And he's like, "It wasn't his fault." And it was like totally his fault. But I mean, I don't want him to think it's not your fault, Cody.
Dude, what'd you do to him? Now it explains why he's so slow.
No, hey, what the?
No,
whoa! I worked for a casino. I worked for the National Registry of EMT. Like, I'm very much Johnny on the spot.
Okay. No, yeah, you're sharp, man.
I still collect Xbox 360 games I buy from Goodwills.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like, why would you do that?
Was the last time I seen you? I was trying to think of it. And were we on set of that Jamie Foxx movie, or did I see you after that?
You know, it's hard to say because I think I ran into you a couple times on set.
Yeah.
But it was 911 was one of the times I think. Were you on that set?
Yeah.
It was at Saddle Ranch?
Yeah, that's right.
And
yeah.
It was next door to the Comedy Store.
Right. Yes.
And then there was
that
one.
911? I thought that was the Jamie Foxx movie. Oh, you know
no,
what?
It was 911.
Yeah.
And then before it was a show, some really serious political show, like a drama. And we were all in like a city council, like town hall meting or something like that.
Yeah. Was it? Oh, yeah. Was that a movie?
I don't know.
Oh, like a town. Oh, you know what? Wasn't that Christian Bale movie where he plays the
vice president?
Yeah.
I don't.
Cheney?
Might be.
Yeah.
I don't. I gotta be honest with you. I don't keep track of that stuff. I'm not trying to sound.
No.
I really don't know. I think it was like named after something that's like a slogan on our money or like.
Oh, okay.
Like justice of the peace kind of thing. It was just some like I can't remember the name of the. I think it was a TV show. I think it was like a Showtime show or something.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I think that was either before or during the time I was on the Ding Dong Show. I was doing the Comedy Store stuff, and I got so involved.
What were you doing for the Ding Dong Show?
Everything I could.
Yeah.
Everything.
And you were in it too. Right?
Yeah, that was like inevitable.
Yeah.
But I became a character that was the understudy of one of the main characters, Schizo Surfer.
Yeah.
But he didn't want me to be the understudy, and I was like acting like he was my sensei the whole time.
Who's Schizo?
Yeah, way before. I was like, but you're my sensei. But like, and he's like, get the hell away from me. But yeah, it was all before, Cobra Kai or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
All the sensei talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man, it was crazy. I don't mean to bitch and moan, but I promoted the crap out of that show every day, every week, like 3 times a week. We were on KLOS, like the radio station.
Yeah.
We were at the Comedy Store. We were on like all social media platforms, YouTube, Periscope, whatever. But and it's something that Don Barris has been making for like 30 years,
Right.
like
It's the longest running show, right?
yeah,
At the
longest,
Comedy Store?
absolutely. But for some reason, I guess whoever's working the social media department hates me and just never reposted anything I posted. Maybe I'm just terrible at editing. Probably the case, but yeah, I couldn't get them to repost it.
The Comedy Store?
For like 2 years.
Who's in charge of that?
It used to be a cool guy who did a lot of.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
No. A cool guy that works for the Comedy
There's plenty of cool guys that work at the Comedy Store. There was Jody. There was a lot of the management, a lot of the kitchen staff, a lot of the people who work behind the scenes. Jen. I don't mean to drop names, but no,
people that don't have to do with comedy are the cool ones over there.
It's true, but also they're dealing with the comedians too, so they have to be extra cool. But yeah, no, I mean, it was a guy, I think it was a comedian, it was Brenton Benelcombe, I think, was the guy who used to do it. I don't know who does it now, but I don't think they like me.
Yeah.
I don't think you like me.
Yeah, what a surprise.
You were not watching this either.
What a surprise, what a shocker.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
No, it's just, it's so cliquey over there, you know what I mean? If you're not fucking sucking each other's dicks, you know what I mean? It's like you're not part of the crew, you know?
Well, it might literally be that, though, and so if that were the case, we can't really shame them for that, I mean, that's fine. You can live your life. It's fine. But, it's cool. I mean, Pauly Shore's an Aquarius. I think he was born the day after me. We're both like double Aquarius.
Yeah.
Aquarians. I know I am. But, and he's a talented guy. I think one of his best movies was 18 Again with George Burns. Like one of his first movies. It was really great. But, I guess my point was just that, the Comedy Store is a cool place. You would always bring the joints. You always had everything lined up, and we were like, promoting your shows and your mics and stuff. And those were exciting times for me because I was like, you know what, this is the time where I'm really going to start devoting. And I did it before like New Year's. Everybody does it. Oh, this is my year.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my year. Right. Me, I was like, to hell with 2012, it's not the end of the world if I just keep going towards, my path. But, the Comedy Store is actually great. The late nights, all that stuff.
Was that the club that you first went to when you got into stand-up, or?
No, I started in 2005 in Louisiana.
Okay.
I think the first club I ever went to was Funny Bone.
Okay.
In Baton Rouge. And then years later I went to Chicago. I went to like Jokes and Notes and a bunch of other spots. And then in California, there were all kinds of places. Even like Sal's Comedy Hole, which was like half a restaurant, half a...
Oh, so did you come to California before you moved here officially?
No. I just, I did live here in 2008 and then moved back and forth. But to actually like quote the first time I ever went to the Comedy Store, I think it was 2010.
Okay.
I went to Sal's, then I went to the Comedy Store. I saw Tony Hinchcliffe. Mm-hmm. He was saying something about Tom Petty on stage. I think he was a door guy at the time. And then it was super dead. Those were like super dead days.
Yeah.
It was like dark as fuck.
Yeah. So how long after that did I meet you?
I think we met like towards the end of 2012, I want to say, if not like the middle of 2013, because I distinctly remember the St. Patty's Day flyer that your buddy BJ made, and I was like, hey, what about this one? And you were
Is
like,
that the first flyer you made for
I
me?
think it was.
Okay.
I think it was a St. Patty's Day flyer. And it wasn't even like original art. You know, I feel kind of guilty about that.
Oh, right.
I didn't draw the guy. I think it was y'all art, and I re-edited it.
Right. Well, who cares, man? There were killer flyers that you made for me, and it was a big improvement from what we were using and what was out there, you know? And, you know, like, because, you know, comedians make the shittiest flyers,
Well,
you know?
yeah.
And it's not about the flyer, right? You know, it's about the show and this and that, you know, and the lineup should speak for itself and stuff like that. But, you know, it's just something that, you know, since I had so many shows and since it was like almost every week, you know, I just get tired of seeing the same bullshit, you know, and that's why, you know, when I saw that you could, or that you were a graphic designer and then you could put together some cool designs, it's like, let's make this happen.
Yeah, but it was always makeshift for me. I was always putting like bubble gum and toothpicks and duct tape together because the truth was I had a kind of an old school or older computer that was working. It would take me like hours to work.
Really?
On. Yeah, like I would really spend a lot of detail and time on things, and then like it would slow down. So sometimes the perspective was a little bit off, or like the lighting was a little bit off.
Yeah.
And you know, I just try and deal with it as I went. But yeah, it would take me so long. So like. It was definitely about investing myself in the scene and investing myself in like positive people and positive like projects.
Yeah,
you know, working with you definitely helped me filter a lot of the BS down the line because it just proves that not everybody in LA is fake or flaky. You know what I mean? And
amen to that.
That was pretty early on, so I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, for sure, buddy. I mean, well, so like what you're saying from what I said, like what we talked about, or just like my actions?
Yeah.
My actions.
Yeah, because basically you just do business a certain way.
Yeah.
Where it's actually business.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of, like you said, a lot of these flyers are made by comics, open micers, things like, you know, non-professional types, people straight out of college or like straight out of their parents' basement or whatever. And, you know, that's cool because it gives you that opportunity to jump forward. But to really like put some, you know, work ethic into it, you know, it takes work ethic. So you have to have like work experience to have work ethic. And I started working when I was like 14 officially. And I think you're one of those people too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was just talking to my girlfriend about this, dude. I had a paper route at 8.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've been working ever since, dude.
You should guilt your parents.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just kidding.
Well, you know what it ended up happening is that, you know, I'm glad I worked so hard and that much as a young kid, you know, because it made me, you know, have that hustle. But then, too, was like, you know, do I really want to be working this hard when I'm older, too? So, it, you know, it kind of made me think about that. And, yeah, so, you know, and as an actor, dude, you know, we hardly work at all. So.
But the funny thing is, I think you're friends with my friend, my buddy Bud Galloway.
Yeah.
He was saying it before. It's like a lot of people who even get into acting don't want to work. Mm-hmm. They don't want to put it into work.
Right.
And if you just do that, the results are so much richer. You know, I've been, just because I showed up and worked, you know, even as an extra, they would like make a point of putting me in. You know what I mean? When all the other guys are like, I don't know why you're trying so hard. They're never going to put you. I was in so many shows before this. I've never been. It was like, look, dude, you're not my first hater. All right? I had somebody steal my act in the 5th grade. Okay, I'm not.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
That's funny. Like everybody wants to give you advice, right? Yeah.
Look, dude, you're obviously way more into this than me. I'm gonna break your spirit.
Yeah, totally. Let me piss on your fucking parade here. You seem a little too happy and eager to be here. You're giving us all a bad name.
Right.
You're making us look bad, dude.
Look, man, we all get free hamburgers. We all got free food. You chose to eat 3 plates. All right?
Dude, that's so funny. I mean, that's, you know, that's super true what Bud said, you know, and I think that applies to stand-up too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, so many people, you know, call themselves a stand-up, but they're not willing to put into work. They're not, you know. So
And just on the word stand up, not to be a dick.
It's a verb, right?
It's a preposition, I think. Regardless, the point, I mean, I guess it's a verb and a preposition, but the point is just say, hello, you have an obligation to stand up.
Yeah.
Like you're the voice.
Uh-huh.
That's not supposed to make you a puppet. It's not supposed to make you a funnel or a vessel.
Right.
That's supposed to make you maybe a beacon. Stand-ups. Let's just, try and reiterate maybe. People are stand-ups. We're stand-ups, like people who become stand-up comedians like us. We did it for a reason because we needed to be heard probably. Maybe we just weren't being heard. Maybe we just had this talent. Maybe we had the ability to be heard just with our voices or our expression. But for whatever reason, we became these people. Kind of not out of choice, you know what I mean? In my perspective, I would say. And there's a lot of people who maybe aren't doing it because it's their God-given talent. Maybe they're doing it because it's just something they really think they want. And I don't think those people should be throwing their voice and opinion around. I'm not saying that they're not legally allowed to. If anything, they should very much be allowed to. Everybody can have their own opinion, especially if it opposes something. But we should have more stand-up standing up. I mean, not to talk anything down on Chappelle or Sarah Silverman or anybody, but I mean, they do a lot of, barking. They do a lot of like collar popping, and they could do it for like humanity more so than money, commercialism.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what I was saying right before the commercial break was just that, people need to know about this. This is cool. I definitely want to tag whatever in this, whatever I can in this. And I really want to know, what is Poop Dollar? What is that?
Well, it started from the Workaholics show on Comedy Central. And since I did the stand-up show at the Workaholics house, I just, took it from there.
So poop dollars.
So poop dollars an actual prank that they used to pull. It's kind of like an internet prank too, where they take $1 bill and they roll a turd in it and they put it on the street and they wait for somebody to come by and pick it up. And when they do, they yell "poop dollar." That's it.
Okay.
Kind of like the sound bite that I had. So yeah, that's where it comes from.
Okay, because I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Workaholic. One more time.
And then.
All right, who's poop this time? Oh, that's all Adam.
You've been to the Workaholics house, right?
Actually, I have not had the pleasure.
Oh, dude. Well, we got to get that show started back up. When we started it back up, man, we'll have you on.
So you still have it. You still got the availability. You just need the green light, so to speak.
Yeah, we just need people to stop being afraid and go out in public.
It's a shame that house isn't in Texas. Anyway.
Yeah, dude.
Just kidding. Texas is fun. I've had a lot of fun in Texas. I used to work as a roadie in Texas. I've partied a lot in Texas. Austin, Selma, San Antonio, Laredo, Corpus Christi, Yeehaw, Dallas. But, even my dad's got some land near Texarkana. But, California's pretty cool.
California's really cool. And I was just going to give you props, dude, because if we met in 2012, that means I've known you, 9 years?
Yes.
So.
Holy crap.
And you moved here, in 09 or 10?
2010 consecutively.
Yeah, so 11 years, dude. Let's drink to that.
Amen.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Anything to drink. I'm from Louisiana, Mardi Gras.
Dude, No, dude.
I'm going to open another one, actually.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Go for it.
I'm not done with this one yet.
I pride myself on being here since 2000, and I know it's not an easy city to stay living in.
2000?
Yeah, I'm old, dude.
You don't look it.
Thank you, buddy.
You don't
I
look
just
like you've
turned
been here
46.
since 2000.
Yeah, dude.
Reseda, is that where you're from?
Van Nuys.
You do have a little bit of a Danielson vibe.
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. I watched too many Karate Kids. I needed to move to the Valley.
Did you see Cobra Kai? I mean, I know we're like
Yeah, dude.
kind of talking about other people's
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
But
And I know Brett. He's
Yeah.
in there. He's
he's hilarious.
yeah.
I love what he said about artificial sweetener.
What'd
That
he
was
say?
great.
What'd he
He was
say?
like, not on my watch, or like not while I'm working here, and just threw it away. I feel like that was improv.
Yeah, probably, right?
Yeah, get this crap out of here. I mean, they put that sucralose, they put that in all the children's drinks now. I know this is supposed to be like a comedy podcast, and we're talking about poop and everything, but like colon cancer is not funny. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? Colon cancer. I'm not saying that, I'm not going to make that claim. I'm not saying that Splenda and sucralose causes colon cancer, but there have been studies. Also, it's in everything. It's in Shasta now. It's in Hawaiian Punch. It's in Sunny Delight. It's in just about every soft drink. They'll have either half of it, even like energy drinks, Monster, all these what do you call it? Protein powders, all kinds of stuff. And if it's not sucralose, then it's stevia, which is very similar to NutraSweet or aspartame, actually, not the saccharin stuff. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I'm just saying, let's not poison our children. Maybe they'll stop growing up to be little bitches, you know?
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Are you?
I'm nobody, little kid. I'm Scott Kid, little kid. I can talk like Elmo.
Hey, everybody. Oh, my goodness.
All right, that wasn't a good impression, but
Elmo was to say, I like to drink beer on the radio.
Oh, that was good, buddy.
anyway.
No, so what I wanted to
Yes.
give you props on is staying out here, dude. How many people have we known that have come and gone, right? Fuck.
Yeah, a bunch.
Yeah.
Even people not in comedy.
Right.
Just people just being like, "Oh, hit the brakes."
Right.
I'm like, I'm the reincarnated version of Gene Wilder. You know, like he didn't even die before I was born. You know, like I just prayed a lot and eventually grew his aura and essence. But no, really, like, what is Hollywood about? What is it really about? I thought it was about singing, dancing, collaborating, art, composition, you know, making a big movement of thought and expression. But it's not. It's really about Aleister Crowley and sex cults and cult of personality and like worshiping a person instead of something bigger than that. Like, I don't know, essence, existence, the universe.
Yeah.
How about not worshiping things? You know?
Yeah.
Maybe God, I guess, but that's like worshiping goodness. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's kind of redundant. You know, you should already do that. But I'm just saying, you know, like Aleister Crowley or whatever, Mr. Crowley, the song by Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody called him a devil worshiper.
Yeah.
But he just kept talking about Jesus and God and the Bible.
Well, see, I mean, let's call Hollywood what it is, right? It's show business, right? It's show business. And what's in show business? Business.
Yeah.
Wherever there's business, there's fucking corrupt people.
Debauchery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like you said at the beginning, show business, because I'm trying to show my business. I'm showing you the business.
Yeah.
This is just a show of a business. You know,
you
it's
go.
like there's so
Yeah.
many connotations to
Yeah.
it. It's like, you show you this, I'll take your business. You know, like there's this old magic magician portrait where the guy's like performing for the crowd and then his assistants are going around pickpocketing everybody.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. I need to get into that.
Yeah. That was deep, dude. I like that. No, just like the fucking Weinstein, right? He was showing them a fucking casting couch and then, you know.
Yeah. and then making multi-million-dollar blockbuster hits like Star Wars and Pulp Fiction and stuff.
Yeah.
Things that we love and hold dear and reference every day, and it's all got a tainted essence of bullshit.
Yeah.
And now we're trying to shake it off like we had herpes made of feces, and we're just trying to pop all the pimples on our back, but it just keeps getting nastier and nastier. It's like you need a cheese grater.
Well, I feel like, the Wizard of Oz, where like the curtains, we now got to see what's behind the curtains.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And it's a freaking,
It's
naked
a shit show.
It's a naked lobster.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
What?
So
what are we gonna do?
yeah. No, I was just thinking of a naked lobster because you got that in my head now.
Well, I was just thinking, the meat show.
And I was like,
It's one more time.
help me get this out of my head. A naked lobster, for God's sakes. I didn't expect that on a Monday night.
Naked Lobster. It's a restaurant I go to on the west side.
I'm just picturing a lobster, underneath his shell is just his private parts dangling in the wind.
Yeah, I mean,
The naked lobster.
Yeah.
Like he's using his shell like an overcoat.
right. Yeah, it's a shell of an overcoat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking either, something from Futurama, maybe something from Kansas,
Yeah.
Dust in the Wind.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really love how much my parents and my family are kind of, how do you say, influenced by entertainment. And I think subconsciously I noticed that as a child and kept leaning towards performing, for maybe attention, maybe for self-satisfaction or self-respect or esteem. But I realized more and more the deeper I get into it that it's like, it's more about rockets and the devil, which is very scary and weird because we ended up going to 2 world wars and then having really great movies after that. So I don't know. We had really great movies right before World War II, but also they were so much better after. I'm just really perturbed. It's like the Renaissance, there was a lot of murder in Rome and Italy, but there was also like, the Sistine Chapel,
Yeah.
and Leonardo da Vinci.
Right. So I mean, think about those great movies that you speak about, right? That were made after the World Wars, right?
Yeah.
How much fucking perversion were
Right.
going on that we don't even know because they didn't have social media. and
Right.
Nobody told on directors
Absolutely.
or producers or agents.
You know who the Little Rascals are, right?
Yeah.
It was during the Depression. A bunch of little kids
Yeah.
starving to death who somehow were like better actors than most of what I see on Netflix now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These
Yeah.
are children.
That's true.
But is it that they were going through strife or were they also going behind some curtain? We don't know. But there's a mural on either Vine or Argyle near, I want to say Franklin. It's got all these old school actors and stuff, all these people in a movie theater.
Yeah.
And then it's like Charlie Chaplin right next to Shirley Temple. And I don't remember if she's sitting in his lap or not, but there was a lot of rumors that he was kind of a perv.
Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah. And then the thing that's kind of heartbreaking for me is I'm a big fan of the Muppets, Jim Henson. Blue
Yeah.
screen, green screen, Star Wars. So
Sure.
many things come from that. Weather Channel, you know what I mean? Come from his technology and his crew. Even SNL, you know what I mean? Saturday Night Live even. But, his production company is in the Charlie Chaplin house. So it's
Yeah.
like, this is already dealing
Which
with...
we did stand up in? Didn't they
No,
have a show
the
there?
other one. The other
Oh,
one.
okay.
The one on La Brea that has
Oh.
Kermit the Frog on the top.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, I love this stuff. I love the Muppets. I love this stuff. But is it connected on some darker, deeper, scarier level? I fucking hope not. I absolutely hope not. And, like Bill Cosby, is Bill Cosby innocent?
No.
I don't know.
I do. He's a perv, dude. Like,
Maybe
one of the
his wife
one of the
was in
biggest
on it.
ones.
Who knows?
Dude, one of the biggest ones of them all, dude,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, one girl says, you did that, okay, there's some doubt. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they're all full of
But
shit.
like 80 million?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's,
The whole Backyard Gang and Fat Albert.
Yeah. No. So
yeah, when the weight of all the women outweighs the whole Backyard Gang, including Fat Albert, that's a problem. My other thing is, though, we said Cosby, we said Weinstein, but we never said, like some of the other situations. You were mentioning, like, in the past, what about the Comedy Store? How many people, like, is it the other way around, though? I know we've had a couple beers.
How's the other way around?
I mean, like Mitzi.
You think she's different?
I'm just saying she's a woman. And she may have swung it around or threw it around a little bit.
Power corrupts, dude. Power corrupts. And guess what? She was handed a bad hand. Her husband didn't want to be married anymore. He was a stand-up comedian.
Really? That was his decision? I didn't know this backstory, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, dude, the dude he wanted to do stand-up. He didn't want to own a club. He wanted to go out.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a stand-up at heart. Most stand-up at hearts aren't business-minded, at least like the good ones,
Right.
So it was her, that was the brains to all that.
She definitely brought the energy. She brought the vibe, and she brought a plethora of renegades. But did they?
She also brought Carlos Mencia.
Did she really?
Yeah, she's the one who told him that he shouldn't be his real name. He should be. He look like a Carlos. You know what I mean? Like, people don't see you as whatever his real name was, which was a German name, and this and that. So, she fucking molded.
So
him.
that's why Rogan got banned, because she was already on his side, on Mencia's side. And Rogan called him out.
Well, dude, like, having Mitzi on your side, like, because she's the one that created you, is a pretty powerful thing.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't see her as evil.
That's why Rogan was the one to go when all that shit went down.
Right.
Right? So who's it going to be? The guy that you created?
Right.
The guy that, became, like, the number one, Hispanic, stand-up comedian? Like, dude, Or was it going to be Rogan, somebody that one was already developed when he came out to the West Coast, and he had a deal with that
Universal, NBC.
Right. Yeah. So he was.
He went from news radio to talk radio. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. So he was.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, me, I'm just a ball of slime, and I don't even mean it in the negative way. I just mean it like plasma, like. I try to just work in every industry that I can. I've worked in medicine. I've worked in computers. I've worked in fast food, whatever, entertainment. And I mean, now I'm quoted as saying I'm a ball of slime or something. But
no, you're just modest, dude. I know you, and you're just, what you mean is that, like, I ain't shit. I ain't trying to, pretend like I'm shit, this and that. And you're just like, you're like me, dude. You're just, you keep to yourself, and you know what I mean? Like, you don't screw anybody over.
Well, I try not to, but people argue for all kinds of reasons. And I do a lot of reviews on Google now, Google Maps. So if you have a business, do good business, and I won't give you a bad review. I'm just joking around, but not really.
You don't do reviews?
I do reviews.
Oh, okay.
I was looking recently. I get like I thought I had like 40,000 views on like some of my photos that are about, because it's like in Louisiana there's amazing restaurants. There's amazing Cajun restaurants, Hispanic restaurants, all kinds of stuff. My town is technically a Hispanic town, even though it's Cajun as well. It's a part of Acadiana. So like the Acadians came from Canada, right? Like Nova Scotia, but they came from like the Vendée or the Vendée part of France, like the southern part of France, 1600s, so and such and so. Point was, they moved all the way down to Louisiana, and they have this whole culture, blah, blah, blah. There's food, and it's some of the best. You go around L.A., you see signs everywhere. It says Louisiana fried chicken. You go to Louisiana, that restaurant doesn't exist. Never heard of it. I come here, I'm like, what is this janky sign that says Louisiana fried chicken? You go to Louisiana, badass fried chicken. Anyway, I review the shit out of people. like I said, I worked in fast food. I worked in healthcare. I know OSHA standards. I know medical standards. I know health standards when it comes to delivering food, cooking food. So I just review the shit out of people. Sometimes I'm funny. Sometimes I'm a dick. But you know what? I always have fun. All right. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. But the point is, like, watch your back. Watch your back on Google. You hear me? It's the wave of the future. It's taking over. You have nanobots in your bloodstream, and I'm going to be reviewing them.
Oh, shit.
That's right.
No, that's cool, dude. I mean, I read reviews all the time, man. I don't buy anything without fucking reading a review.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I thank you. Because I don't leave.
Man.
No, dude. You're doing God's work.
I'm doing Scott's work.
Yeah, Scott, dude. Because I don't review. You know what I mean? But I read reviews, and I go by reviews.
I get up in arms.
No,
I get
good.
so mad.
Yeah.
If you piss me off, Taco Bell. If you can't do Taco Bell, like you work at Taco Bell, you can't do Taco Bell. You hate whatever's going on. I'm sorry. But I know we're doing a lot of product placement in this episode. We're talking about beer. We're talking about Taco Bell.
Dude, you reviewed Taco Bell?
Hell yeah. I worked for them for 3 years.
You did?
Like 4 different locations. One of them was a hybrid. Yum Corporation. I know your breakdown. The ask system about how to deal with people who are mad. It's okay. It's okay.
They're scared, dude. I hear fucking the Pepsi. Well, they're
Pepsi,
owned by Pepsi.
PepsiCo.
Right? Yeah,
You know your shit.
Yeah,
dude. What
I
are you
don't
a stock
fucking
market
around.
motherfucker?
No, I used to work for Chevy's, and they're owned by them too.
Really?
Yeah,
Hold on. What do you mean Chevy's?
Chevy's restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Mexican restaurant.
I thought you meant Chevrolet.
No.
They're owned by Pepsi. That'd be
Yeah,
scary.
That would be scary, dude.
A Pepsi car. So Woody, what does your car run on right now? Is it electric? Is it gas?
No, it's just a regular Hyundai.
Are you still rocking the fast one?
No, that was a lease, and I traded in for a different one.
My buddy has a Hyundai too. I saw one. There's a new Hyundai Sonata. Is it Sonata?
It's a Elantra, mine.
I'm saying that's a Hyundai.
Sonata, yeah, I think so.
There's a hybrid Sonata that's like
right. They got an all electric one now too. That they're
Really?
trying to compete with fucking Tesla.
they should.
Yeah.
How you gonna be like all like weird and straight faced and say like you want to put microchips in baby skulls? Like all straight faced. Like I get on stage, I'm straight faced. And I say the dumbest crap. I say I've been in the porn industry since middle school. You know, like it's dumb shit.
Yeah.
It's true. I sold Playboys when I was in 8th grade. But the point was, how you going to be on Joe Rogan or any of these podcasts, any of this stuff? I know I'm like riding other people's coattails right now by mentioning this shit. And I feel really guilty for it because I'm Catholic or I was raised Catholic. Whatever. I meditate.
Do you think Elon Musk is a bad person?
I don't know. I just know that he says some wild ass shit that like
Well, so do you.
it doesn't take balls to say what he says. It takes money to say what he says.
Uh-huh.
It takes balls to say what I say because I'm saying shit that is free. You know what I mean? Like he's saying shit that costs a lot. You know, like you want a little kid to be like,
It costs
okay.
a lot to you and me, not to him.
No, I mean, okay, yeah, yeah, you're right. In ratio, yeah, it doesn't cost a lot to him, but it costs a lot of something, you know, whether it's Filipino currency or whatever. But yeah, you're right. It doesn't cost a lot to him. Maybe that's why he's so calm about it.
Yeah. See, because you're like, I come from the Midwest, humble beginnings and all that stuff. And then we moved to LA, where some of the richest people in the world, and you and me have rubbed elbows with these people, right? I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, I love Steve Simone's joke about, like, you never see, like a happy guy in a Ferrari, you know what I mean? Or, like, you never, like oh, that's a good person.
Absolutely
right?
true. I was on Franklin by Gelson's, and some old guy got mad at me because I was just driving kind of slower than him. But he was the old guy, and he got right next to me, rolled his window down, and was like, "Why are you all like?" Yes, exactly what he did. I literally just did what you did. I laughed in his face. How am I supposed to respond to it?
While he was driving?
Yeah, he's like, he stops at the light.
Do that for the listeners, because there's some people
He's
that
just
aren't
like
watching
moving his.
it.
It's like he wasn't at 10 at 2. He was like clutching.
He was like an old lady, an 80-year-old clutching her purse.
And he was calling me
More
that.
like 11 and 1.
Yeah, he was saying I was a purse clutcher.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
messed up, man.
That is, you know.
That's your sound like. Hey! You can just record a bunch of me.
Right? I need
Here's
your
one,
sound
here's one.
bits.
That's from the Fat Boys.
Oh, nice.
What
else you got?
A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. But anyway, no. What was?
We're talking about Elon Musk and his damn chips and
I mean,
kids
okay.
in their heads, dude.
So my parents, like educators and such, military types, a lot of like family members or either in medicine, education, military kind of stuff, government stuff.
Is that where you get your high and tight from?
Yeah. I mean, the town I come from, we have a place called the Monkey Farm.
Uh-huh.
It's the New Iberia Research Facility, NIRC, or a research center, I guess, not NERF, but NERC. And they test on primates. Now, do I think it's wrong? Do I think it's scary? Maybe. Have I seen a movie called Project X with Matthew Broderick and Helen Hunt from the 80s? It's very similar to that, where they like tested on them and gave them radiation. They like flew jets and shit and flight simulators. Yeah, okay, I saw that movie. But in New Iberia, they have like this runway where they can land a 747 anytime there's a hurricane. Air Force One goes there. That's where the president shows up. Barack Obama, Bush, Clinton, so on, so forth. They've all shown up for hurricanes. Maybe not Trump. Anyway. Freaking right next door is this research center. This is like high profile shit. They may have cured AIDS from that place. It may have been the location that they cured AIDS from. So I can't really be like down with the ape cages. You know what I mean? Like the movie 12 Monkeys. 12 Monkeys.
Great movie.
Yeah. Well, that's Terry Gilliam. Yeah. I know you're trying to find a minute to like put some word in, but I'm going to take over right now. I'm just kidding. But no, the point is
Terry Gilliam.
Okay, so I'm going to go from tangent to other tangent to other tangent.
Okay.
We're like, if this were like a tree of thought, I'm like way by like this other branch over here.
Okay.
Terry Gilliam was the only guy in Monty Python. You know what Monty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Only guy in Monty Python who was American.
Oh, okay.
He was the artist. He made the foot that smashed and went. He made all this fucking animation out of like Renaissanceian stuff. But he also directed Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Okay.
He directed 12 Monkeys. He directed all kinds of stuff. Look up his freaking IMDb. You'll have a blast. But make sure if you're going to watch that stuff and you're by yourself and you're into mushrooms that you maybe microdose. But be careful. Be careful. Anyway, no, he's a rabbit hole guy. He's like an Alice in Wonderland style director and a really, really talented artist. But going backwards, Terry Gilliam, 12 Monkeys, New Iberia.
You go from one tangent to another.
Clouds. We're going back to Louisiana.
The monkeys.
The President's Landing, hurricanes. No, I guess I totally lost track of what we were talking about. But the point was just that, I come from a place where there's a lot of serious stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just like hunky-dory jazz everywhere. It's not just Cajun music and Zydeco,
Right.
There's a lot of that.
Shit going on.
There's some serious, like, high-level shit.
Yeah.
And then right next to it is some of the best music and food you'll ever have.
Yeah.
So it's like, it really is interesting how you need some kind of stress in order to get joy.
Right.
It's like jerking off.
Right.
I know it's crude to even talk about this.
Yeah.
It takes some friction
it's
to get.
It's crude to do it here if you're going to whip out your cock.
Don't worry.
And
I'm not. Don't worry.
You said I always would bring the joints to the Comedy Store and we just blaze up like there's no tomorrow. Nice. Dude, I want to talk about my killed Tony appearance.
No.
Look at you laughing.
Oh, no, you don't know how deep it goes. All right, go ahead.
Oh, I do want to know how deep it goes. I do want to know it.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
You can smell it through the bag, right?
Yeah,
You can smell it through the bag, right?
Yeah.
It's a little too much, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it away. It smells almost like Thanksgiving, though, right? It smells kind of like turkey,
Dude,
yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of smells like turkey.
Kind of like that, or like some fucking.
It almost smells like giblets. It's so dank.
Like a semi-rule ran over some fucking skunks.
This does not disguise the smell, by the way. These fucking
No.
this does not help. But it's a fun little can to carry around, and it carries a lot of. It's water. It's at least waterproof.
Wait,
Anyway.
did you ever do those shrooms that who was selling? One of the
Old
guys.
lady?
No, dude, what was the Israeli guy? The Jewish guy that worked at the comedy store. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't even him that had the mushrooms, but someone had some crazy psychedelic mushrooms.
I just remember we went for Memorial Day in Venice.
Yeah.
And,
Oh yeah.
And we each did an eighth, and I disappeared.
Yes, that's right. My buddy still talks about that because we went on this fucking trippy escapade, and we fucking lost here in Venice, and we went we fucking shroomed our ass off. We went our separate way. God knows where we went. Mars, fucking, I don't know. But and at the end of this fucking crazy ass fucking trip, who shows up like fucking Jesus? Like on the fucking sand, like he's walking barefoot and fucking Scott Kidd. And it was fucking.
I have an amazing homing beacon and radar. I knew I could. That was the most scared, panicked, best time of my life. Like I basically we went for Memorial Day to Venice Beach, which is usually pretty popular.
Yeah,
the place is like the second most popular LA or California destination.
Really,
number
Venice?
one is Disneyland.
Wow.
Which say what you will about that place.
Well, it makes sense because Venice is like the Disneyland for grown-ups
Or junkies.
Yeah.
But because
or homeless people.
potato.
Or they
so
just live there.
yes, but no, my point was just if they allow junkies to live on the sand and I use that term sparingly. I mean the fullest junkie. Not everybody's a junkie. I'm saying there's a junkie that lives like a full-on junkie, exponential junkie that survives on Venice Beach, gets to live there. Cops don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
If the cops don't fuck with that guy, imagine when it's a holiday, a national bank holiday. You know what I mean?
And you're tripping your balls off?
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a cop on every corner.
Yeah.
Every break of the boardwalk, which
Yeah.
is what it was like. So I thought I kept walking in circles because I kept seeing cops. I was like, shit, I need to turn back.
And you're tripping your balls off.
Right. And I turned back like over, and I literally was walking in circles seeing the same cops.
Yeah.
So like normally they don't even give a fuck. I probably wasn't even that out of my composure, I'm just like,
Yeah.
hey, weirdos.
Yeah, right,
But in my mind, it's
yeah.
like I'm bleeding through my eyes.
Yeah,
and
sure. And you're seeing fucking elephants,
Right.
And fucking flying dolphins.
I think how it started was everything kicked in, right?
Yeah.
Right. We got out of this crazy cab.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Yeah.
Like he was like, "Oh, I don't know where to drop you off."
Right.
Suddenly,
Yeah.
I work here. I don't know how to drive.
Right.
And we were probably giggling and geeking out, and
Yeah.
it's starting to hit. And then we all get out, and there's like plants and shit. We're having a blast. We're getting nature's around. Venice is Venice, And then suddenly there's this huge crowd of people walking on the boardwalk in Venice Beach, and we're stuck in this line.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck lines. My subconscious is freaking out. We're all just like standing in this line going, walking, just slow, just real slow. It's like being at a mall, right?
Yeah.
Except you're on mushrooms,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
like you're forced to walk in this line. Slow,
We're in the line
boring as
for.
Because there's just so many people
Oh.
on the boardwalk. We can't even like.
Oh, right.
It's Memorial Day weekend or Memorial Day.
We're part of the masses.
Right. And like your date's like, oh, I love him. He's so cool.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, well, they're obviously involved. There's no point in me
I don't
even...
think I was on a date. I was with another comedian. Remember Melanie Baldonado?
Okay, but she, in her elated sense, was having a good time and enjoying your company.
Yeah.
I, as a good friend and potential wingman, my brother looks like Goose from freaking Top Gun. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And you guys look alike.
We do. I used to use his ID when I was in high school
he's older?
to buy beer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's 4 years older. I was 17
nice.
buying everybody
Same
beer.
thing like with me.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
What's your fucking number? What's your numerology number? You don't even know. We'll figure that out
What's
in a second.
yours?
9. Anyway, so going back.
I think mine's 8.
That might be right. We'll see.
Infinity, dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. So we're there. We're in line. Everything's about to start kicking in. Like, it's kicking in already. We each did about an 1/8.
Yeah.
I am not used to this. Is the first time I've ever done that. It's not the first time I've ever tripped or done mushroom.
1/8.
It's the first time I've ever done hydroponic dried mushrooms from California that are regulated to last only like 4 or 5 hours, and then they just quit all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm used to going to Avery Island where they grow fucking like, or not grow, but bottle Tabasco sauce, right? And they have like cows and shit and mushrooms that grow out of cow shit. And we go and pick a bunch of them, put them in a Winn-Dixie, specifically a Winn-Dixie bag. You have to, I mean, even if that place is closed, we have so many of those saved in like these weird like salami socks. Anyway, fresh mushrooms as opposed to these laboratory dried hydroponic ones that are like engineered.
Yeah.
These are like intelligent design mushrooms, basically.
Right.
No, these are God mushrooms.
Yeah.
Those last so much longer.
Made by Elon Musk.
Right.
Yeah.
And they smell like Elon's Musk. But no, I'm just kidding. Because they're from cow shit. No, they're exponentially like potent and then like fresh as fuck. So it really, I guess they degrade when they dehydrate or whatever. But they're also laboratory made to only last 4 hours. These, I'm used to like 12-hour thing. I didn't think
12-hour mushroom trips?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not joking.
Jesus.
You just make like a pint for yourself. You can make a pot of tea out of like these small grocery bags. Dude.
A small grocery bag?
Yeah, small. Yeah. Yeah, like a grocery bag that's like
that's
a
more
quarter.
Than an eighth? Or is
that's
it
like a shit ton.
Yeah.
But they're also liquid. Like they'll congeal.
Uh-huh.
You're in a
What's
different
liquid?
The mushroom. Because they're so wet and fresh from the cow shit.
Okay. And then you put them in a hot tea? And they dissolve?
You boil them and then mix them with sugar or something and then Kool-Aid and then pour that over ice and then try and chug it. So that way you can drink it. That way you can handle it. Because it tastes like fucking dog shit going down your throat.
Right.
Slippery dog shit.
Yeah.
If you're into like dipping like jellyfish into like your butt and then sticking it in your throat, it's kind of what it tastes like.
Oh, Jesus.
But warm. But really warm. Anyway, so I'm just kidding. Anyway, don't use that as the clip for Instagram. But anyway, so
no, you're dropping knowledge.
So I've done those back in like college years, back in my Vespa days, and to do the ones that we were on were very concentrated.
Yeah.
And intense.
Yeah.
And I started doing, I was like basically in line with you guys, and I just said, fuck it. And I just left.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't handle fucking being in line anymore.
Yeah.
This is driving me crazy.
Right. Okay.
And I ended up doing sand angels.
Yes, you did.
There's not snow angels, just sand. I took a bunch of pictures of my face like this. I have like pictures saved on Google Plus somewhere. It's like me wearing an Argentina jersey that freaking Bobby Lee bitched at me for wearing on Kill Tony.
Oh,
it was
really?
like, oh, name your favorite Argentina player. It's like, dude, I wore it because I played NES World Cup. Okay, Nintendo's World. They didn't even have the same jersey. They were just Argentina. You press A and B together, it does a perfect fucking super kick. That's why I chose it. But he gave me a hard time. Anyway, so I'm tripping. I'm freaking out. I'm like constantly checking my phone. I look at my phone, it's swirling around. I look at the sky, the clouds are swirling around. I'm like, this is awesome, but also scary. I'm like, we were all just sitting in the sand, watching the sand.
Yeah.
At one point. And the sand was fucking insane.
Crazy.
It was the sand.
Yeah.
The sand.
Yeah.
The most boring shit ever.
Right, right. You know, if the sand, the most boring shit ever, is fucking going nuts, you know that's some good shit.
So now, which is part of my goal of moving out here, I am so involved with like the culture of entertainment, all forms as you will. I mean, not all, but let's say quite a few, that I've been able to experience different levels where like when you close your eyes on some of these mushrooms, you start to travel through space.
Sure.
It like literally.
Yeah. No, 100%. I know exactly what you're talking about. Which I feel like everyone's looking for that time machine to travel time. No. Time travel is in here.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
It's here. You time travel. Because I feel the same exact way. I felt like I time traveled.
Okay.
I went to a whole nother place and I didn't move from that
You didn't
beach.
have to.
I stayed right there.
No need.
But my inner whatever, this whole thing, it took off and it went somewhere else. And it time traveled. Space, time.
But anyway, so you're saying time traveling, you're right, or interdimensional travel, or just inner like I mean like just from your ions or your energy or your frequency. I'm thinking like I was taught when I was in EMT that we have automaticity. What electrolytes basically do. Every time that you go through perfusion, every time that your cells go through like a heartbeat, you have the little wave, right? That little wave that they show, each point is a letter, Q, P, Q, R, S, basically. And each point is where an electrolyte is either leaving or coming into the cell. Every time it beats.
Wow.
So when that happens, you're creating electricity. We are these batteries that they say in the Matrix that they can just generate off of us. So if we're able to tune our frequency like a radio to the space or to the God or to, another universe, and then we start pumping that signal towards them, how do we know we're not connecting?
Right.
And like I was saying about Aleister Crowley, he was very much connected to, so they say, Jack Parsons, who created JPL, not Joseph P. Larkin, the comedian from Slidell, Louisiana, who has We Three Trolls podcast. Not to name drop again.
Okay.
But JPL as in Jet Propulsion Labs, which is in California, ironically.
Yeah.
Where Elon Musk, also has SpaceX, ironically. Elon Musk, they say, was Tony Stark.
Okay.
Well,
let's not get off on a tangent.
I'm just saying, Tony Stark's dad in the comic series is very similar to Jack Parsons, this guy who created rocket propulsion. Because there's some people who believe that in order to get to heaven, you need to take a ship. And I don't think they're wrong. I just don't think you have to do it that way. And we mentioned God before. We mentioned other spirituality. For you to say that and believe that, to me, means that it's real. Because I feel and think that and have felt that or experienced that. Maybe it's a drug. Maybe it's a way of life. Maybe it's a consciousness. But I believe that there's some people in this world that think that you can get to heaven by ship, and some believe that you can do it by prayer. And if prayer is meditation or drugs or consciousness and connection, I think that's all the same thing, or could be.
Yeah. I agree.
But I'm not saying we couldn't get to Mars or another dimension by pushing ourselves there.
Yeah.
But we might not have to.
Yeah. Oh, no, 100%.
I mean, I feel like we don't have to.
100%.
But I want to keep it kind of uncertain so that way everybody has a chance to say something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are we almost out of time, or are we still able to go? Because I'm able to talk about everything.
We're able to go, and I'm glad we touched on our mushroom trip, and I thought it was a blast, and we had a great time. And I think we hit all the good points on that story. Even though we could continue on with it. But I wanted to talk about, because I initially brought up my Kill Tony
Thank you.
thing with it, and then you said there's a whole more things to it, and I want to hear that thing, because all I know is my version of it and what I remember of it. And then you were there. You were like,
I was in the audience.
You were in the audience
looking at you.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And in fact, what people don't realize is I was performing for you, dude. You know what I mean? Like that's like, I had my boy. I just got done smoking a joint with you. We were out in the fucking, not the patio, but the stairs. Like, remember how we just came in there?
Dave Attell used to come and hang out with this man.
We were there from the sign up. We were both was signed up for the potluck. Mm-hmm. And then there comes fucking Tony Hinchcliffe, right? He's like, "Hey, you guys want to do the Kill Tony? If like we're guaranteed to go up." So we're thinking, all right, well, that's a guarantee, right? Let's sign up for that. Like potluck's not a guarantee, so let's do that, right? So I did that, and then and so I thought I was gonna get right up, right? This and that, and the podcast starts, and they call up person after person. I was ready, dude. I was ready right from the beginning, but then. An hour later, dude, after waiting, we're fucking lighting up joint after joint which is the comedy. So that's what we did, like, right?
Yeah,
we were out there in the store.
Why not?
Dude, I got up maybe close to 2 hours after whatever. It was I was one of the last ones, right? And then I was like, okay, they finally called me up, dude, after 5 fucking massive joints in the fucking side, right? And it's Scotty kids out there fucking watching me, right? So it was all for you, dude. You know what I mean? And I just made a fucking mockery of that whole fucking podcast. And what people didn't realize is, I didn't give a fuck about giving a fuck about nothing. You know what I mean? So it was just like, dude, I was there about 2 hours. Fuck these people for fucking keeping me waiting. And, I was going to at least entertain myself and entertain you because you were in the audience. You were one of I don't know, 10 people in the audience?
That you actually, were associating with. But at the time it was a very, up and coming show. And I can say I was on the first season. I was on the second season. They let me, because I asked to do the Dave Attell episode, callback, because Dave Attell is probably one of the realest motherfuckers I've met out here. There's some other ones, Dana Gould, Doug Benson, Don Barris, I guess. Don Barris has got his
Stevens.
Brody Stevens. That goes without saying. It's kind of subconscious, but Don Barris, I guess because he's got a circus of thought going on, but because of the whole, his whole show. But the Kill Tony show, very similar to the Ding Dong show. It's a show where you bring up somebody who's coming from the potluck and you let them debut, you let them go up, and whatever happens, happens, and then they go from there. Difference was Don and the Ding Dong show was kind of like punching up, like, here's your chance, versus Kill Tony show where it's like, we take a stance on what stand-up is.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but you're sitting down when you're judging stand-up.
Yeah.
But also, there's a lot of shows that are like that. Star Search, American Idol.
That punch down?
No, that are like this format.
Oh, okay.
So it's not that unique. That being said, he found a way to connect his representation and all his people and the people that were in his network and make a show. Regardless.
He found a way, or Brian Redband fucking set it up and did it?
I don't know.
He's
Yeah, I don't know who the producer or creator or the whatever. All I know is that he did that. That's undeniable. We have to agree on that.
Yeah.
Regardless. Yeah. But the person who edited your video worked for me on the Ding Dong show. The video that talks about you on
there's a video that talks about me?
On that video, the video that shows that moment on Kill Tony, it's like a highlight or something.
Oh, okay.
But I just remember you kind of looking like Marty McFly, making some kind of reference about Marty McFly.
Yeah.
And then Tony being very much on a high horse, even though he was Tony the Golden Pony.
Right.
He himself being a pony, it seems weird to be on a high horse as a pony. But that's okay. Everybody's got their thing. Tony's, real quick with his wit. He'll take the first thing he sees, which is great. They teach you that in Groundlings. But With you, he was trying to like say that there was this layer of you being surreal. Like you eventually were like, you guys will see, you'll see. And you did it very sarcastically. You did it to where it was like, I feel this tension. I feel you judging me.
Yes.
But you know what? Y'all all know that you kind of already think I'm cooler than you. And also, I don't care. Because we, as comedians, knew just from the first couple of times that we saw it that it was an ambush. But you're consenting to an ambush. How do you go about that? I don't know if you guys want to watch old episodes of Kill Tony, but understand that there's one episode where I try to do a actual joke. I cram it all into 1 minute. It's probably over a minute, but whatever. Every other time after that, definitely taking the piss out of what's going on. Why? Because I can't give myself self-respect and go on that show and be like, what these guys tell me is law. Oh yeah, Scott, you spent 20 years dissecting comedy for yourself and being bullied by humanity. And figuring out how to work against it with comedy. And then you're going to take a comedian being a bully to you. Because he dealt with the same thing. You know what I mean? In his childhood, most likely.
Ooh.
Tony.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he got bullied. Just like, you know, I mean, why else would he become like, I'm Mr.
And
Quick
that guy
Wit.
looked like me, right?
Which guy?
The person that bullied him.
You know what? You might be right. But he's from like Ohio, so I don't know if they were Hispanic people. You said you're from the Midwest, though.
Yeah,
so
Chicago.
Yeah, so maybe.
Yeah.
But regardless, I don't think that's what it was. I think it's that maybe he liked a girl that you already got with. Let's just go with that. So that way you can live your life. You know what I mean? Because quite honestly, you've already proven that we'll see. And whenever you said that, you were already beyond. I was on a show like.
Well, that's the joke. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
It's like,
I know.
Where like comics go there to get approval and to get like accolades, like this and that.
Yeah.
We're just going there for stage time. We signed up for pot like this and that. You know. I was just trying to get my fucking 3 minutes in, you know what I mean? Because that was like, you know, maybe my, you know, I was just trying to
He's right, America. Universe, I should say.
So,
not to cut you off, I just want to interrupt and say that, you know, we definitely have personalities. We definitely have developed material and just the way we deal with things. We don't need to, like, go through a filtration process. And especially like we were saying earlier about there's a difference between comedy and business. You know, like a business can't tell us what sells. You know, we're the salesman. We sell everything. We're going to sell your shit. It's us, not the people who tell us when to clock in. Anyway.
Exactly. Amen to that, dude. You know, we don't, dude, us as comedians, dude, we don't take direction well. We don't take fucking criticism well, all right? Because we are our own fucking thing, right? Like, you know.
Okay, but I'm an actor too. I take direction very well, okay? I'm very good at direction. I can also direct. The thing is, in direction, I don't take well. When people are being half-assed or passive-aggressive or, you know, overcompensating. That's whenever I start.
All right, so maybe that wasn't the right word. Because I'm an actor, too. I take direction really well.
Way more of an actor than I.
No. I was just going
to say.
You're right.
I was on some bitch-ass show in Echo Park or something, and I ran into a guy named Sean Kerrigan.
Okay.
And he's a really talented guy.
Yeah.
His stand-up, I think he's stuck in his acting world, so he can't say too much crazy shit. You know what I mean? As opposed to me just trying to break more into acting, saying crazy shit. But he's really talented. He's been in like soap operas and stuff like that. And I know you have been in that same shit too. Like you've been on.
Dude, I'm friends with Sean.
I know. That's why I'm saying it. My point is like this guy's been in like Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah.
I casted him as Don Barris's double. You know what I mean? And quite honestly, I think Don set it up to where I feel like Don already had that in mind.
Did you have a casting call? And then this
No,
guy?
God, no. It was like, we need somebody to do this part. It's crazy. This guy enters our Venn diagram. I'm like, let's just use him.
Okay.
He already is in your universe. He already opens for you or works with you from time to time, like, late nights. I'm just like, let's just do it. And
He opens for Dom?
no, like when Don used to do the late night potluck, Sean would be like one of those last guys who would get up before Don would finally go up and just like turn the place upside down and make it another acid trip.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying, like, this guy, he's like kind of a brute. He's kind of like a worker, like in the acting field and the comedy field. Yeah. And you and him are like coworkers. So for somebody to be like, I know better than you, it's just like, you don't even know better to like change your tone of voice. Like, and that's me just being a dick and saying you're not a man. You know what I mean? So like, I shouldn't say that. That's not fair. That's not fair.
It's hilarious and on the point. You know what I mean? You're absolutely right about that. So the thing is, like, it's not that I was not good at taking direction. It's just that I was getting it from this person that I saw start as a door person, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
Crack it open. And now all of a sudden he's telling me what's wrong with my stand-up. Oh yeah, that's oh yeah.
Oh no! Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Oh man.
No, so that's. I mean, dude, it's just like, just name. What if Kenny all of a sudden is like, Scott, the thing what's wrong about your stand up is.
Okay, here's the thing about that. He already does. He posts on Facebook, don't trust him. This guy's like trying to be a street hustler and shit, and he's living his life, and he's probably gonna end up like owning all our souls. It's fine. He'll be the next Marcellus Wallace. It's whatever. I'm just saying, like, let him.
Yeah.
Because even a heckler who says something poignant is valuable.
Okay.
So if he says something poignant, and by he, I mean she.
Yeah.
If she says something poignant, or if anybody says something poignant, why would you not use that? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To your advantage, to the audience's advantage.
Right.
Because that's all I'm doing. All I give a flying fig about is that I bring you a silver platter, or at least like somewhat tarnished stainless steel platter of, food of thought or whatever. I'm just trying to like, my point is just like, we're servants. We're we're actors, we're workers, we're comedians, we're writers, we're connectors. We're here to work for you. We're trying to get you to understand, hey, we're not necessarily teachers, but we're kind of teachers, like we're philosophers. We're all these titles of, a person who's willing to get on a podium and talk to you and be like, hey, maybe we should reconsider just everything. Like everything. You don't have to be neurotic, but just like be open. Think about what we're talking about, what we're doing. Because to be like one-sided or crazy or this is how everything's done, it's just limiting as hell. Yeah. And I'm not going to say that there's one gender, or I'm not going to say there's one race. I'm not going to say there any of that stuff. I'm going to say we're all welcome. We're all able. But in order for that to work, we have to be open and able. And whenever you go to a spot where it's like, these are the rules, this is what works, this is what's at the expectation, it's like, okay, well, we're going to break those rules.
Right.
We're going to,
it's a given.
We're going to go beyond expectation.
Yeah, right.
We're going to change the way you think about what you have.
All right. No, so I mean, I don't want to get off on a tangent, Scott, because like what we initially was getting to was my Kill Tony appearance.
Yeah, so there's a guy who worked for me, and he was editing all these Kill Tony episodes. He even told me that he was going to start doing mine, and he was for a minute. But the problem is he's kind of like on another level. He's on his own fucking trip. Let's just say that. Uh-huh. That's convenient, but also admirable. I wish I could be on my own trip all the time. Anyway, so he saw that. He saw that moment because it was so, let's just say juicy. There's a lot of tension because and it's very raw. It's very early in the series. So he basically cropped that moment and put it on like the highlights of Kill Tony. And I even like talked to the guy. I was like, you have to understand where this guy's coming from versus this guy, like this guy actually, it's so ironic.
Yeah.
The moment is so ironic because you're just like, I am losing this battle, but I know I'm already winning the war. Like you're like, I don't need to get shot. I'm just gonna throw it in, like,
dude, like I said, I was performing for you, dude, and I was like entertaining myself.
That's the first time
because the only thing I heard in that audience were a bunch of boos and then Scott Kidd laughing, like, because that's the only motherfucker that gets it, and that's the only motherfucker that knew. So if anything, dude, I was like, I was doubling down on my whatever I was doing.
That's so
because
sweet.
I heard you fucking laughing, dude. Like, because you're the only one that knew I was being sarcastic, dude.
Because you have to be.
Yeah. That I was like trolling these motherfuckers and this and that. And then who do we have next to fucking Tony is that fucking other nerd, fucking the dude with the beard,
Lawrence?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that nerd, and he's giving me the evil eye.
How did that guy become one of the guys on the? It's like when you get Okay, go ahead.
No. So I'm being bullied by the nerd crew here. You know what I mean? Not Red Band, because I fucking love Red Band, dude. And then after that, dude, Red Band, dude, we were always fucking cool, dude. And like, you know what I mean? And then after that, dude, like, we were cool, dude. Like, I wasn't going after Red Band, but I got a fucking issue with a fucking girl that sounds like a fucking butch lesbian that's going after me, and that's like, like critiquing my fucking, after me seeing him as a door person, right, and work his way up.
You've been around since the
way
aughts,
before,
since 2000.
Yeah,
like you're. Since dude, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, dude. You want to talk about the slow days at the store, bro? My God. You know what I mean? Like, it was a ghost town.
You probably saw Sam Tripoli coming up.
Dude, yeah.
I used to know him when his hands didn't shake. All right. I feel really guilty. He was always nice to me.
Dude, he's great, dude. Tripoli, dude. He's my next guest, hopefully.
He walked up to me. He was like, "Doesn't this guy look like somebody who should be in our shit?" I was like, "Yes,
yeah." Dude.
Thank God I went to Ross. Oh man, no.
All right, so okay, so back to the Kill Tony thing. All right, and so like I said, dude, I was performing for you, dude, and I heard your fucking laughs because we just got done, dude. We were there since 5, bro. Right?
Oh, no.
Sign up is since 5. People don't realize that shit, dude. Right? They're leaving comments in the fucking on my
4
YouTube.
hours.
Yeah. 4 hours of just like fucking waiting around, smoking, just
okay. Let's hear our next comedian. We're gonna just get it out of the bucket.
Bunch of shit. We're just hanging. Dude, that was another Monday for you and me, bro. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. Like, people just don't realize this thing. And all of a sudden that show blew up. And then all of a sudden I'm getting all these comments on my YouTube channel, dude. And, like, oh, this guy was on Kill Tony. And it was so.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
that
dude,
came
coming
out.
after me, dude. Like, like his fanboys, dude. I was like, dude,
that's great.
Yeah,
honestly, that's great.
That's fantastic. It was a lot of fun.
God.
And then I read the comments of the because I never saw the video, bro. Like, after that day, dude, it was like I didn't even fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
I got to be honest, Eric. I worked at the Improv, right?
Yeah,
you remember
that? Yeah,
the Hollywood Improv. I got a job there, guys. It's kind of tough. Anyway. When I worked there, Tony finally would show up. He finally started getting stage time there because they always put everybody on the back burner. When he would come there, he was super humbled. I was his only friend. I was the only person he knew until he knew other people there. Because, he knows people, but he didn't know the people working there.
Well, dude, they're all humble once they left the fucking Comedy Store.
I understand.
But for some reason, like, these Comedy Store fucking comics, right, bro? They felt this armor, this bulletproof vest that they had on there.
Yes, it's called a W-2. So it's called workers' comp. No, I think what my point was just that when he came to the store, when he came from the store, he came to the Hollywood Improv when I was working there. And I was like one of the only people he could like be cool or relate to.
Yeah.
it basically proved the thing we were talking about earlier, that it's show business.
Okay.
So his show is just for show.
Yeah.
And if you process it that way, you, not his fans, not the people who come after you.
Yeah.
If you process it or I process it, I most likely will, because I have to just mentally process his show as it's just show.
Mm-hmm.
Then whenever I see him in person, it's a little bit more like it's just a party. It's just like we're coworkers.
Yeah, but that's easier said when he's not fucking critiquing your stand-up.
Oh, but he's going to do that no matter what. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not worried about that. I could just be like, hey, Tony, how's your parents? You know, like, I don't know his parents. But I'm just saying, like, we can change the subject.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, quite honestly, I'm an absurdist.
Uh-huh.
That's, like, my thing.
Yeah.
I'm not. I was on Nerdist. I was on the site a couple times. But I'm an absurdist.
Okay.
If I can if you guys can start the website Absurdist for me, and we can start making content, I'll invite Eric. We'll invite Tony. We'll have a pie eating contest, but it'll be pussy.
He moved to Austin, right? He's busy fucking.
Did he move to Austin?
Dude, of course. His fucking idol is there, dude.
Well, you know, everybody's got to have an idol, you know. I mean, not me, but, you know, everybody's got to have an idol, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
You know, you can call it that. It's fine. You know, have you ever watched Red Bar, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
great.
hilarious.
Fantastic.
Great. Yeah, dude.
Anyway.
I fucking love it, dude. That dude, what he's doing, he's doing
I had
God's
to
work,
add
man.
him on Facebook. He was very nice to add me as
Yeah.
a friend.
Oh,
But anyway.
dude. Like, what he's doing is fucking awesome, bro.
Y'all are both from Chicago, right?
Is he from
I
Chicago?
think he had a club in Chicago.
He had a club in Chicago.
That's why he's got that perspective. My buddy Tony Blanco was friends with Hannibal, and he lived in Chicago, and that's how I eventually went to Chicago, because we all started in Louisiana. We had Fire and Brimstone.
Hannibal too?
Hannibal started. He's from Chicago. I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
right.
But I'm saying, like, you know, the Louisiana people.
Okay.
But he had a show very similar to Kill Tony's show with Hannibal in Chicago called American Gong Idol.
Okay.
Because it was so convolutedly ununique. I don't know how do you spell ununique, but
I don't know how to spell unique.
I know it's tough. I think there's a K in it. But either way, the point was just that it's done. It's been done. It's called Kill Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kill Bill.
Yeah.
They have a sword.
Yeah.
They use the Kill Bill, you know, which is someone else's music that Quentin Tarantino kind of ripped off. And he didn't rip it off because he's making all this shit and he gets rights, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
My point is just like, it's already reprocessed, recycled, you
Yeah.
know, like it's okay. It's all the same shit. We're all just trying to create something and move forward. You guys, y'all should just call Mike Favorman and start the boxing comedy thing all over again. But make it wrestling this time, because I think Tony has an edge in wrestling or something. I think he
I was a wrestler too, dude.
Oh, good. But I think he owns a leotard.
Yeah.
So, you know, y'all should just like
No,
figure
dude,
it out.
I do not have anything against it. They're like this and that, but the thing is, like, it's like so, like, you were the only one that got me that night, and like I said, that's why I kept fucking feeding the fire, and I just kept going. Like,
Well, you're genuine with me,
yeah,
and in that moment, you knew it was pointless to be genuine.
right,
So the most genuine thing was to let him steamroll you.
yeah,
So that way you could just be a martyr.
right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
and
totally.
you're a martyr McFly.
Right.
Not a Marty McFly.
What's so funny is, dude, in the comments, I was reading the comments, and like some people, you were like thought I was like the worst stand up
Yeah.
ever, and then other ones got me. They got my sarcasm. They're like, no, and that's the thing, and like it's like it. That's like it was
The
so
great thing about YouTube and comments is there's always room for more. Thank God I don't read porn comments, but that's a thing
Do
apparently.
you review porn?
No, God,
Since you
no,
do
no.
reviews
But you know
on-
what I do? I have done.
Yeah.
I've taken a lot of pictures of porn stars, and I've also written and helped develop a sitcom that was a spoof of the porn industry. It was called Jack Gemini Porn Star Extra. It eventually had like Ron Jeremy and a couple other like, you know, different people. But when I was with
Ron Jeremy on the Ding Dong Show?
you know, he would show up that's so funny you ask. He would show up at the end of the night and pick up like the guest. Like, or I mean, not the guest, but like the cast. Like, so like there was a girl named Amanda Green.
Yeah.
She played like guitar and
Yeah.
stuff. he would come and pick her up, and Jessica Shores and like some other people, and just go on his merry way. But there was other times where I'd just be at like rock.
What do you mean go on his merry way?
As much as I can.
The guy's sitting in jail right now, right? Dude, he got
we went from Cosby, Weinstein to
dude, that's what he is, dude. He got fucking convicted of like all these sex crimes, dude. Supposedly,
he's such a small person, dude. It's so sad. Yeah. It's so sad that he got that far. But quite honestly, I was just gonna say I ran into him in like underground coke parties and shit. And I wasn't even doing shit. I mean, it was just like people are fucking doing shit in like old mechanic shops. They have like these after hours parties and
mechanic shops.
Yeah, it's fucking like there's an episode of 30 Rock where like Tracy Morgan's like, there's an after party, you know. It's like they're in the sewer and shit, you know. It's like my point was just like it doesn't surprise me that grimy scenes you know, eventually show grimy scenes. Anyway.
Dude, it's so fun. I mean.
But like, you know, Kill Tony, I got to be the Iron Patriot because I asked.
That's right.
And then I got.
Do you have footage of you?
Yeah, it's all on. It's all up. It's all there. It's all there.
I like to post some of those pictures. That was cool as fuck. I forgot about that.
You know, it's so funny. There was an episode where Chris D'Elia was on it. Speaking of bad press, friggin', and he posted a picture of me on Instagram. It was like, "Hey, these are my new bodyguard," and it made,
I remember that.
And it was like 9,000 fucking likes on it.
Yeah, you got a bunch of 16-year-olds like hitting you up.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, you're the guy who I can't see his face, right?" No, I'm just kidding.
Friend of Chris is a friend of mine.
Yeah, no, not even close. No,
can we go to prom?
No.
That's my uncle right there.
So do you have what's your 2 cents on that whole situation?
What, D'Elia?
Yeah.
You know, whenever I see fuck 12, I just think of D'Elia. I'm just kidding. But I did tag him in it. He didn't. I took a picture of fuck 12 on a light post, and then I tagged him. He didn't respond. But no, it's nothing against anybody. You guys have your opportunities. You have your endeavors. It's up to you to choose your fucking life. Me, I've been in the underground like party culture for a long time. And I mean, a long time. Like as soon as I started improv. As soon as I started stand up, I was already like a part of like the EDM scene or whatever, electronic dance music or whatever. New Orleans, Louisiana is very badass for that. And after Katrina, yeah, it was amazing. There was a place called the State Palace Theater. It was fucking fantastic. But you know,
that a rave?
It was a venue. It was a concert venue that eventually Hurricane Katrina destroyed the interior. It was just filled with bacteria. Because of the floods, the 20-foot floods of shit from the, flesh-eating bacteria. Anyway, yeah.
So you've seen some shit.
I've seen some shit, but no, the point was just that being in LA is not to be taken lightly. You have to come out here kind of swinging, and it's either with your fist or with your ass, and I prefer to use my fist. All right, everybody, come on down to the stage. We're at Silver Rain. It's Santa Monica.
Hell yeah, we got some hot, sexy ladies coming your way on that 2-for-1 promo out there, guys. Don't forget 2-for-1, 2 for fun. Hell yeah. You
remember when you tried to get me a job at a strip club?
Yeah. Scotty, you're perfect for this job, buddy.
Yeah,
just show up.
Just wear a black blazer, not a plaid one.
What happened? What happened with that?
I think I wore a plaid blazer, and I was not prepared for the intensity of Silver Rain. I pass by it all the time now as an Uber driver, and I'm constantly reminded. Bundy, and
Mississippi.
Which I grew up not too far from. Mississippi River.
Yeah.
Oh, the Delta Blues.
Yeah, buddy.
Delta Blue Balls.
Why are you gay?
I'm not. I just grew up with a lot of ants.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the hell?
Elmo says, don't judge a man based off his sexuality. Judge him based off his character.
Give me a good old rub.
I still have to give a shout out to Tennessee Luke. This motherfucker was on Tim and Eric and the Ding Dong Show. He dealt with Don Barris, he dealt with Adam Ray, he dealt with freaking Tim Heidecker, and he's still going. He's
he a porn star?
No, man, he's a freaking. You know what? I got to be honest. He did get his dick sucked at the Comedy Store on camera, live stream. Look it up. It was like circa.
It was at this moment that he.
I don't know, 2016, 17, 18, something like that.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I don't know. But anyway, this guy, he's an old man. He's got a haircut like Freddy from Scooby-Doo. And he rides a bike everywhere. He stays in shape. And he believes he can control the weather with his mind. And I believe him too. But either way, he's making it in Cartoon Network.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. So it just goes to show that just because you're on some dumbass podcast doesn't mean that you're not destined for greatness. And also, that being said, this is not a dumbass podcast.
No, it's not.
This is actually a pretty high functioning, high profile, high quality. I really feel welcome here. I feel like I'm working at the Improv actually right now. This background is fantastic.
Yeah, right? No, it's a serious podcast.
You're really doing a good job here, man. Gotta flex for the fucking microphone. Anyway.
Well, this is awesome, dude. I could talk to you for days, bro. Like, seriously. And, you know, we're going to have to do the anniversary fucking mushroom trip of that Memorial Day. Because it's coming up.
You're right. We should just do a podcast on mushrooms. You know what?
You know what? This is like the perfect fucking timing. Hey, I'll release this on Memorial Day weekend. And, yeah, so it'll be our...
When is Memorial Day?
It's like in 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
3 weeks. End of May.
You see, that kind of shit makes me feel like it's just the universe. The fact that we're regrouping right around the same time, you know what I mean? It's like energy and vibes and shit.
Yeah.
You know, even your mustache kind of like inspired me to grow my mustache. You know what I mean? But regardless, though, like I have wholesale prices on mushrooms. So there you go.
Really? Oh, God bless. See?
I met the scientist, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Let's bring that.
Do you need concentrates? Are you looking for Bud? Do you know a guy named Bud? Because I do.
Yeah, please.
Help me! Help me!
So here's one of the other things I learned how to do after quitting smoking cigarettes. I wrote a bunch of songs. I'll just say this real quick. I wrote a song called Psycho Pussy.
Okay.
I'm writing a song called Red Flag. It's a surf rock song. I wrote a song called Hobot. It's about Japanese sex robots. It's kind of like Rob Halford, Judas Priest shit.
Because I know you got a Japanese fetish. I know you like those
I definitely do not. I definitely do not. No, I worked at casinos. It's just a given that a lot of them in California are also run by a lot of Asian families. Okay. I interacted with a lot of different Asian cultures, and I did fall for quite a few beautiful pussies. Don't call me a pussy, man. All right, look, I'm a man. I'm sensitive.
I know
on the
you're
inside.
a man. Now you were right the
tough.
first time. You're falling for that.
I fell for a bunch of
Asian
beautiful women who are very respectable and very classy. I, on the other hand, as mentioned before, is like Gak, that Nickelodeon toy. You know, it's like slime. You can fit it in shit. Anyway.
All right, let's wrap it up, Scott.
All right,
fine. All right, do you have any shows coming up, or where can people find you?
Just fucking look me up. I'm the Scott Kid on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. You know, Devo Kid or Scott Kid. Just look me up. Just Google me. Just Google me. You Google Scotzo Surfer on the Ding Dong Show. There's like almost 2 years of footage, YouTube weekly footage. There's also a bunch of Periscope stuff through Don Barris at Simply Don 1 that I was interacting with, Brody Stevens was a part of, a lot of different people were a part of. I had a lot of great chances to work with a lot of talented people who don't get as much credit as they should, but that's okay because that's why we earn so much credit. You know what I mean? It's just part of it.
Yeah. No, dude, it was awesome, man. Like dude, I'm so proud of you, bro, because like I've seen you, as a fresh-faced kid within like this fucking madness that we were just discussing, show business, the devil's asshole, right? And you were among all these like temptations. You could have went that route, this and that. But dude, you're so grounded and well rooted in like who you are, bro. And you've been like that ever since I met you, bro. Like, ever since like I passed the joint to you on the side of fucking the wall of the Comedy Store. Like we're just hanging out.
There was a moment I responded to something that someone said, and you responded with, "There's that perfect comedic timing right there." And you said that years ago, and we were just hanging out by the stairs, by the fucking belly room, and it was just fucking kismet, dude. Quite honestly, man, I think what it is no offense to anyone, but I'm just not a.
Dude, you don't even.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
I'm
You're
just
so
not
modest, dude.
I'm just not a dick sucker.
Yeah.
And sexually, good luck to anybody who lives that life. Professionally, I'm sorry. Don't do it.
Dude, you know what? I don't know. Maybe that's why, what we had that connection, dude, because like I recognized that, dude, right away, dude. But, some people turn, you know what I mean? And I've known you long enough that point has never happened, and you've always stayed consistent of who you are, bro. And that's why dude, like when we talked about you, we've been always watching each other's stuff. Like when you were with Don and you're doing your stuff, dude, I was so happy for you. And I was like,
or you're just
yeah.
killing it. You're like in this movie or that.
Yeah,
you're a cop. You're CIA agent.
Yeah.
You're freaking.
Yeah.
You're freaking bot. Yeah, this, that.
Yeah. Dude, but how fucking cool, dude. One of the funnest fucking memories. My show that I do at a dive bar in North Hollywood, The Scene, right? You're like, I'm coming over with Don Barris. I'm like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Will you fucking come over with Don Barris, dude? Like,
and he just killed, and I just fucking bombed like crazy because I'm like, how do I fucking follow my boss?
Oh my God, dude. That was so
my
awesome.
Self-appointed boss.
That was awesome, dude. It was like, it's time, like, like that, dude. That's what life's all about, bro.
Yeah, man. I think, Eric, like, no matter what you do, just go with it. Have fun. Yeah. Like, when I'm like dating, if I date a chick, I go with, okay, you're the chick I'm dating. We're dating. Let me date you. Done. Let's figure it out. Even if you hate me, that's fine. The point is, whatever your project is, go with it. Don't fucking just be like, because, what does that say about you?
Right. That's good advice.
Nice.
This is hysterical. All right. Well, I've had a lot of fun. I'm feeling
Scotty
even
Kid,
looser.
I love you, bro. I love you so much, bro. And it's so good
fun.
to see you, dude. And I'm so glad we got to do this.
This is fantastic. This is
Thank
beautiful,
you,
man. You're really killing it.
Thank you so much, bro. And dude, I can't wait. Dude, I'll have you back again. Dude, I love to have you.
I'm bringing a puppet, and we're bringing acid.
Hey, do you still have that costume, man? We could bring you back as fucking, was it guy you played on Kill Tony?
Oh, my God. You mean the silver suit?
No, the Tony Stark.
Oh God, no, that was his shit.
That was his shit.
That was some pajamas they bought.
It fit you perfectly. Is that how you got the job? You fit the suit.
Probably.
No, he fucking loved you.
No, it's because I was ballsy enough to be like, hey, I really want to do this.
Oh, okay.
And I thought about like I stayed in the shower. I may have shaved my pubes that night, but I definitely I remember another chick with a fat ass definitely was rubbing her ass against my very freshly shaved pubes when I was wearing tight jeans from a $2 thrift store. Anyway, so I just went up to this motherfucker. I was like, you know what? Can I get this freaking spot? This dude's up here. It means a lot to me. I want to do it. You got nobody else lined up. Let me do it. And he's like,
You think this is how it works? You think you can just come up and ask for favors? Well, you know what? You got it.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you really do sound like Brody.
Yeah, dude. I love this, dude. I'm going to have you back on, dude. We'll do a fucking part 3 and part 4, part 6.
56.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Scotty Kid, everybody, give it up.
Yeah.